Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Week 3 recap of our Dynasty and Redraft leagues. Sorry, this is coming maybe a little later than usual, but wanted to take some time to get everything set up and, had to work today as well. So, got a lot going on there. But didn't want to skip this week. Wanted to cover everything and do my usual thing where I make some predictions and have some fun with our league here and talking about what happened. So we'll go ahead and jump into our first matchup here. I don't think there's any activity this week. Usually I like to try to cover that. I don't think there's any trades. Let's see here. Yeah, since the last time there. Wow, I do see that Drew put George Pickens on the block 7 days ago. That'd be nice to have now. Someone should definitely trade for Pickens with CD Lamb going down. And we got Debo there as well. I think he's had a decent week with. Actually, no, he did not have a decent week. But I don't think they really had to use him because they were up so much in that game. The Commanders were. So, but yeah, he could also be a good target with Eckler down. They may see an increased workload there going forward if they need him. Some waivers went through. Looks like Brent picked up the Falcons last week. Hopefully he didn't play them, but he probably did. We'll see in a second. Surprise game from the Falcons against Carolina. Carolina really doing a good job against them. And then Rance picked up the Bucks defense, which they had 17 points. So hopefully Rance played them. And then it looks like Brent picked up Jalen Naylor. I don't think that's anything to talk too much about now. Okay. And he put Juwan Jennings up on the block. So he's still considered day to day. So I don't know if he's going to play. Let's see anything else stand out. I don't think much else stands out at this time. No, I don't think much stands out. So we'll jump into the head-to-heads and break down what happened there. So starting with myself and Ryan Seegers, I got lucky on this one. I don't think that I would have won if CD Lamb did not get hurt. Wouldn't get Seegers a goose egg. I think if CD Lamb would have played, he would definitely have got his 14 or 15 points, and that would have gave him enough to beat me. So I got super lucky this week. Get to go to 3-0, but yeah, not the best feeling to win in that fashion. I always hate whenever I play against someone and win because their best player got hurt. Overall, very even matchup across the board, though. He had some players not do well. I had some players not do well. I had some players do good. He had some players not do good. So, overall, though, a good match. Not a lot to talk about here, I don't think. Some of our underperformers, Neighbors, basically goosed me, 2.3 points. So, he didn't get hurt, though. He just bad team. I think they're going to be switching quarterback soon to Jackson Dart. So we'll see if that helps Neighbors any, give some life back into that team. Let's see who they play this week. They play the Chargers, and I think the Chargers are a bit of weaker defense after losing Khalil Mack. I think he's going to be out for a few weeks. So we'll see. And he gets New Orleans, which I think will also be a good matchup for him. So we'll see what happens. Nico had a good week. Had a long play but some busted coverage. So kind of got saved. He had 11 targets, though. That's really what matters. He's getting the target volume. Bowers is, he got 5 targets, so can't complain too much about that. I would assume that he's going to start doing better, hopefully soon. He's the tight end 8. Some regression was probably coming for him after last year, but I was hoping that he would be able to keep it up. Let's see here. Anything else to note on my side? Not really. On Seeger's side, let's see here. I mean, everyone's kind of average. Sutton had a good day. Uh, Definitely got him some good points. And I like Amonor did good. He's a rookie. He's in the rise. So I think his value will continue to go up, especially as the Titans figure out going forward next year and maybe the year after, get some more pieces for their team. So I think he's gonna be a rising star. Um, yeah, and not much else to talk about there. Good game, Mr. Seegers, and hopefully you have a better week next week. Oh, you have Mark Andrews on the bench. I don't blame you at all. If you would have played him, you definitely would have beat me, though. Oh boy. So I hate to see that for you. Um, you know, but no one really expected him to do that. I don't think he's had that good of a game in a long time. So can understand trying to play Kyle Pitts against Carolina. I would have done the same thing, my friend. So let's see here. Let's look at Kelly and Isaac's matchup. Kelly wiped the fourth Isaac. Isaac had no chance this week. He was demolished, but it's okay. It happens. I will say Isaac's stars on his team this week: Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith. So you're welcome, Isaac. And I just want to point out, Saquon did almost nothing for me. So that trade is working out in your favor so far, my friend. I wish I would have had Garrett Wilson and Devonta Smith in my lineup this week. I don't know who I would have played. Let's see here. I guess I would have played Jakrowski, Merritt, or Bill in my RB2. And then I would have played Neighbors, Nico, maybe over Marv. I don't know. I might not have. I played Garrett Wilson there, but I don't know. So maybe I made a mistake there. I did have Quentin Johnston, though, so I can't complain too much. But maybe a mistake there, trade for Saquon. So hopefully Saquon will pick up, though, make me look a little bit better. But yeah, Isaac, you know, your team just couldn't pull it off this week. You had a decent score, 113. But yeah, no, Kelly may have had the highest score this week. So yeah, he did have the highest score this week. Yeah, so sorry, Isaac, that you ran into that. Kelly had Lamar Jackson doing his thing, A.J. Brown doing his thing, actually finally getting some targets. After the Eagles changed out in their O-line, I think the guy's name's Fred Jackson. Anyways, after they changed the O-line around the second half, they did a lot better. I was trying to see if it would tell me here what that guy's name is. It's going to be right here somewhere. I just saw it. Fred Johnson, yeah. So after they traded him out, that made a big difference for the Eagles. So maybe going forward, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith can keep producing at a high level, because that's a good day for both of them. Kenneth Walker did his thing against New Orleans. Dave Montgomery popped off big time. He had some great runs. Makes me kind of worried about Gibbs. But Montgomery is questionable, it says. Let's see here. I don't see anything else. Maybe he's just getting the rest. I'm not seeing anything else about why he's questionable. Alrighty. And then, Isaac's side, you played Baltimore against Detroit. I don't think it would matter, but I would have tried to find another defense there. Detroit is been putting up a good score, so is Baltimore. So I can understand that Detroit actually had a decent score. You would have had an additional 17 points playing them, which would put you at 130. So overall, your team's doing fine, Isaac. Just a bad week. All right, looking at Pirtle and Jody. Close game. Jody pulled it out. Pirtle's team is still doing good. 122 points isn't bad. I think it's higher than the league average there. But what really helped Pirtle, though, was his kicker and his defense this week. They both did really good. Ricky Pearsall did great, and Zay Flowers did not. He only had 3 targets. I mean, I think it's part of the Zay Flowers experience, though. Chase Brown, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to keep playing him, Pirtle. I think you have to, but he's getting the attempts went down a bit, but they had to throw the ball a lot. They were demolished this week against the Vikings. I'm not sure what that means going forward. They play Denver this coming week, and then Detroit, and then Green Bay, and then Pittsburgh, and then the Jets. So he doesn't have a decent matchup until week 9. I feel like those next matchups are going to be very hard defensively. So, yeah, Chase Brown might be a tough play. Let's see if you have anyone on your bench that you could trade out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't see your taxi from here, but yeah, you might be in trouble. Dylan Sampson with Quinshon Judkins coming and taking over. It's going to be tough. Roshan Johnson's just a backup. Matthew Golden's going to be hit or miss every week. So, yeah, you may want to try to trade for another piece there to get some depth. And you've got some talent, but a lot of your talent's kind of older, as we've discussed previously on these reviews here. So, yeah, it's gonna be tough to play him, but you may have to. Yeah, and Jody just did his thing. Jonathan Taylor carried him. Old Kyron did his thing, unfortunately. Now, what's hurting Jody is his two best receivers, Chase and Jefferson, both suffering from quarterback issues, with their quarterbacks being hurt. Even if J.J. McCarthy wasn't hurt, I think he's going to have a very up and down season because he's just still trying to figure things out. Basically, he's a rookie. So, but yeah, that hurts Jody a lot. So even with Jody having them in and not producing the way they should, he's still winning. So that's not good news for us. Jody still has probably one of the best teams in the league there. All right, looking at Brent and Drew. Drew almost doubled Brent's score. So that's scary. Scary for us. And yeah. Drew pulled the I have the Minnesota Vikings card this week, so I win. Where they had 37 points. So it's probably going to be the best defensive or DST score this year, I would say. It would be hard to beat 37, but we'll see what happens going forward. Still a lot of season left. But yeah, that definitely made a big difference. Overall, though, Drew did have Hunter Henry do really well. 2 touchdowns, 8 receptions, 11 targets. That's good. Pickens is going to be the new WR1 for a while when in Dallas. So we'll see if he's going to get fed the ball some more or some defenses will start scheming against him, with CD being out probably 4 to 6 weeks. So let's see here. Yeah, and then on Brent's side, I don't think you had really much. Also, you have Pittman and Kareem Hunt ended up in the green there. Kareem Hunt got him a touchdown, and Pittman got him a touchdown as well with 6 receptions. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I would say hopefully brighter days are ahead for you, Brent, but I'm not sure if you have the depth. You're going to have to start trading for some depth too, or trade whatever pieces you got now and just rebuild. Let's see here. Anything else I want to talk about there? No, I think that covers that one. And the last one here is Rance versus Bryce. And Bryce beat Rance about 30 points there. Let's see if we can talk about anything here. Bryce's team they all did pretty well. Looks like he didn't have anyone like super hard carry. Everyone just kind of contributed. Had 8 to 17, 18 points. So yeah, just a solid week from all his players pretty much. And then with Rance, I don't know if you can keep playing Jordan Love. Now, one thing I will say about Jordan Love, he plays Dallas this week. So, and he plays Cincinnati and Arizona. So he's got some easy games coming up. Even Pittsburgh, Carolina. So I think his schedule gets easier, hopefully. And we'll see if he can start producing some decent numbers. We'll see. Um, yeah, Bijan, just bad game script for him. They gave him some carries and some targets. Just the whole Atlanta defense is not doing well right now, or offense. I'm sorry. I think they may be putting Kirk Cousins in now. I'm not sure, which is crazy. But yeah, um, yeah, and you would think Tet would have done a little better. I guess game script though, they just try to run the ball, but he had 8 targets, only 3 receptions. So I don't know how many of those was his fault, how many of them was Bryce Young's fault. But that's good what you see when you see 8 targets. So certainly you should be happy about that part. I think Jake Ferguson is going to be a big benefactor of CeeDee Lamb being hurt as well. Jacoby, only 4 targets this week. Kind of Trey Tucker took over this week. Don't know if that's going to happen every week, but yeah, he's kind of taking over. Okay. Rance, you do have Scatabo, which is going to be a nice piece to have now. 21 points. And I was trying to see who he plays this week. Sorry. The Chargers, which I think their defense is a bit weaker, and then the Saints. So a couple easy matchups. And then Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco. So kind of 4 rougher matchups, and then going to Chicago. But I think probably by the time they play Chicago, Tyrone Tracy may be back. So hopefully Scatabo can establish himself in that meantime for you. But looking at the other side, Bryce has the rookie Marion Hampton that is going to be the RB1 there after Najee kind of ended his season, unfortunately. I don't know if he'll play again, but that's unfortunate for Najee. But Bryce is probably happy he's got Hampton now, so I think Bryce will start playing him over maybe Brian Thomas Jr. I think that's going to be his weakest link there, unfortunately. For him, Brian Thomas Jr. has been a really big question mark this year. He's gotten the good targets. Some people are blaming the receivers, like Brian Thomas, that Trevor Lawrence is not producing as well, and some people are blaming Trevor Lawrence for the receivers. So there's different analysts saying different things. So we'll see. But yeah. So congrats, Bryce, on having that. Let's see, anything else to talk about here. You got Drake London on the bench. It's a good choice. I guess you could have played him over Brian Thomas and got an extra 1.5, but really I don't think it mattered. I know you're asking for some advice there, and I don't think it matters. So, and then for some reason, Rance has 2 empty spots. He might have just dropped some people today. I don't remember seeing. That's okay. We're not worried about it. So that was kind of our recap there. For week 4, looking at our matchups, me and Callie, that's going to be a tough one there. You know, anyone can win this one. It's whoever team shows up. We both have tons of talent on our team. So it's just me, whoever team shows up. Always going to say I'm going to win just because. But I am favored technically by a few points, but I don't know if Kelly's optimized his lineup. I've changed some stuff around mine. I don't know if it's optimized for like the sleeper projections, but yeah. So sorry, Kelly, you're losing this week. I'm going 4-0. Pirtle and Seegers. Pirtle, I think he's projected a little bit. With Seegers losing CeeDee Lamb. No, that's not Seegers. No, yeah, yeah, that's right. It is him. He's already moved to the bench, I bet. No, I just didn't see it. Yeah, he's already on the bench. All right. Yeah, so with him losing CeeDee Lamb, he's in a tough spot there. I mean, he's got some talent on his team, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think a lot of it will come down to the star players on each side who produces. But yeah, I think Pirtle's going with this one. Sorry, Seegers. I know it's your first year in the league. Injuries have really plagued you, but hopefully they'll turn around for you. Ooh, okay. The next one's Isaac and Rance. Very close projections. I'm not sure if they've optimized their lineups just yet, but yeah, I don't on this one here. Uh, I wonder if this could be a breakout game for Henderson here. He had 11 attempts, which is what you want to see. I don't know if he's gonna get maybe a larger workload this week against Carolina. You would hopefully that would be a good matchup, but they just played Atlanta and demolished them, so who knows. Um, yeah, I mean it's gonna be a tough one here. Hmm. The Lions play Cleveland. James Cook against the Saints. That would be maybe a big game for them. Um, Jacobs against Dallas. Yeah, that would be a good game for him probably. Not sure if Isaac's gonna be able to play Terry McLaurin this week. I think he's not gonna play, so he could put in Diggs, Judy, Downs. He can be one of them, I guess. I think Judy is the highest projection. Yeah. Has Judy even done anything this week? I forget that he's a player. No, he's only got 2 points this week. So I don't know. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna say just based on the matchups, though, Isaac's gonna pull that one out. Alrighty, and looking at Jody and Brent's matchup this week, um, doesn't show that Brent's got a quarterback in. I guess because it's me, Jackson Dart probably starting this week. So let's see, Brent, you got Tua and Rogers. Um, both those are good matchups for them, so you could play either one of them and probably be okay. I don't know about Parker Romo. I don't know if I play him. He got any negative 2 points in the league. So also, I'm not sure about rostering two kickers. Probably wouldn't do that, but you do whatever you want to do. Let's see here. Yeah, you got to go with Jody on that one. So, and then the last one being Drew and Bryce. Yeah, you gotta give it to Bryce. I mean, his team is stacked. Drew's team is good too. He's got a lot of good players on his team, which could end up winning. You never know what could happen there. He's got some good players that are definitely capable. Jordan Mason just had a 25-point game. Javonte Williams just had a 8-point game. He had almost two 20-point games there. So maybe Lavin Conkey will pop off this week. He's capable of doing it, but they've been spreading the ball around a bit. Yeah, but still, gotta go with Bryce this week on that one. And then looking at the projections here for playoffs, me and Bryce are pretty much identical now. I actually have a higher percentage for first round bye, which is nice. But we're pretty much identical at the top, being 3-0. He's 34% to win. I'm 33 now, so that's changed a lot since week 1. And then yeah, we got Pirtle, Jody, Kelly, and Rance, all pretty much the highest percentages there to make the playoffs. So bottom 4 being Drew, Isaac, Seegers, and Brent right now. So we will see what happens. See who maybe gets last place this year. So, alrighty. So that's the dynasty. Let's switch over to redraft and look at what happened this week. So in redraft, I have beat Isaac. Let's see here what I can talk about here. Ooh, I got Hampton here, and I got him in. I was kind of getting worried about that, but Jamar Chase worries me, so that just that puts me right back down. So my running back's doing good, receivers not. I thought this would be a big game for Dak. I guess losing CD hurt him a lot, but I need to find a new quarterback. Let's see. I got Dunze and Pickens though, and my tight end did good this week. I don't know who they play next week. Let's see. Green Bay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play Dak or Ferguson there. I do have Daniel Jones, so I'll probably play him because they play the Rams, so I'll probably play him this week. And then I might have to pick up a tight end. I'm not sure. Or I might just keep Ferguson. I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, Isaac got a big advantage on his defense. Got a 15-point advantage there. So just the rest of the team couldn't pull it out, unfortunately. Genty's not really figured it out yet, so we'll see how he does. Browning may not be the answer for Cincinnati, so he may need to get another quarterback. So if you noticed, there's no trades, but the end of the week there, or not the week, but the waivers for this, I did spend up because I knew a lot of people would be get. Oh, I didn't realize this. Bryce went 100% in for Troy Franklin, and Troy Franklin only got 1.8 points. Bryce does this every year. I only got 4 targets, so his targets cut in half almost. So we'll see if that bounces back. But yeah, I've spent 50 on Daniel Jones. I didn't have to. I could just spend 16, but I decided to spend 50 because I thought these two guys here, Seegers and Isaac, were going to spend up for a quarterback because they both needed one. But yeah, I'm gonna use Daniel Jones, which has done really well. He's the QB4 right now. Not something I would expected, but yeah, he's QB4, so I'll probably play him this week. Yeah, so sorry, Isaac, that I beat you. Now, I will say if you would have played the Vikings defense, that would have got you another, let's see here, 18 points, and that would have put you 93, 101. You still wouldn't have won, but it'd been a lot closer. So, all right, let's see here. Looking at Rants and Seegers here. Yeah, Seegers also lost CeeDee Lamb in redraft, so he's lost CeeDee Lamb in two weeks. That's unfortunate, my friend. So you're gonna have to figure out something else to do. See if you got on the bench anyone. Devonta Smith is a okay replacement. I mean, you can't replace CD though. He's one of the top talents. But yeah, you got Smith there to kind of step in. I think, and Scatterbo as well. Scatterbo could be that, so you can move DK Metcalf this week, and then play Scatterbo. Alrighty, and then yeah, just Rance had lucky because I think it's the same kind of boat. If CeeDee Lamb would have played and got his usual 14, 15 plus points, you would have won Seegers. So kind of 2 weeks or two leagues, same thing happened where if your best player would have played, you probably would have won. So hate to see that happen to you twice, but yeah. Rance definitely got you this week because of that. The highest scorer of this week, Bryce, demolished Drew. Wasn't even close, unfortunately, Drew. I apologize. Now, Drew, if you played other people, it would have been kind of close. Everyone else is kind of in that range. So, yeah, but Bryce's team popped off with Hurts, Connor Williams, Puka, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jordan Mason, Keenan Allen. So, yeah, good week from Bryce. I don't know if he's going to continue to have those weeks. I hope not for everyone's sake, but he might. He's got the team that can do it. And we're going to bye weeks. I think Bryce may be in a little bit more trouble. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Bryce's bench being super strong right now. He's got Pearsall and DJ Moore. Yeah, so we'll see. I think bye weeks may hurt Bryce a lot because he's got 2 Eagles, 2 Rams. So, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Drew, on your side, Caleb Williams, really, I think he did well this week. I think he was maybe the top rated or top QB this week, but still couldn't carry you to victory there. You do lose James Conner this week. He might be out for a while. Let's see here. You have Tootin, which I think is a fine replacement for now. I think Millen is also a fine replacement. Rashid Rice may come back here, and I think he comes back. I think I saw it somewhere. October something. October 19th. Yeah. So hopefully he'll come back for you and help you out. Maybe it's not too late for you. You're 2-1, so I think even if you lost your games from now until then, you still have a chance to get into the playoffs. So, all right, let's see here. Brent and Jody. Jody was carried, looks like, by Lamar Jackson, David Montgomery. So, Garrett Wilson, Tyreek Hill also did well for Jody. And their defenses, both of them, put up respectable scores. Yeah, Calvin Ridley. I thought preseason he was going to do great with Cam Ward, but he's not done too well. Sorry, Brent. Um, yeah, your team has just unfortunately been hurt by a lot of like injuries, maybe not related to them. Chase Brown, with Joe Burrow going down. Kyle Pitts, he basically doesn't have a quarterback. I'm not sure. Judy, yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully they'll have some better weeks coming up. You got some okay people on your bench. You got Leggett that needs to probably be moved down, or he could probably even drop. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, and then last one here's Purtle and Kelly. Let's see, Kelly won. Both of these scores were decent for the week, but Kelly won by about 13 points there. Purtle had Jonathan Taylor. Let's see what else happened here. And Dobbins. And Kansas City defense did well. So, Fannin did not do well. But he played Green Bay, which is a bad matchup for him. So I can understand that. Anyone playing Green Bay this year, probably a bad matchup. Their defense is so good. Adams, Samuel. Yeah, so you had a couple people. Derrick Henry, I think really failed. Yeah, Kyler Murray. Yeah, I mean, this is normal, 15 to 25 points a week. So he got 16 again. We'll see what happens going forward with Kyler. But yeah, Kelly won. Not a lot to talk about on his team. His team's just they performed. Nico finally had a good week, which I'm happy to see. He got Sutton, which had a good week as well. So now I have to say, Kelly's got Benson, so he's going to be able to play him probably going forward if he likes. Let's see, he's got Cook and Kamara, Sutton and Mooney. He could play him over Mooney for sure. Yeah, I'd probably play him over Mooney. All right, so that's that right there. Let's look at our preview. See what we can find here. I played Kelly this week, of course. All right. So I did kind of move stuff around mine already. I'm not sure if Kelly moved stuff around his lineup, but he's projected to win. So we're both 2-1. I think Hampton's gonna have a big week against the Giants. Etienne may have a decent week. I'm not sure. Ibuka, I'm gonna say he's gonna have a great week. Ibuka is just so good. I think he's gonna be in that top tier going forward next year. I bet he finishes this year as the top 12, and I think going forward he's going to be next year drafted in the first or second round of redraft leagues. I honestly believe that. He's such a good talent. Even with him being hurt this week, he still produced 11.5 points, which is great. He's wide receiver 10 right now. So. Yeah, we'll see what we can do here this week against Cali. His team it's a good team. He's already moved Trey Benson what I was just saying a while ago. Trey Benson over Mooney makes complete sense to me. So we had a close one. Right now Kelly's projected to win. I'm gonna say I'm gonna win just because I like the confidence, but I don't know. It's a little shaky there. Bryce is projected to demolish Rance. Let's see, is Rance missing anybody in his lineup? He's got Tampa Bay defense. You might want to pick up another defense against Philly. It's not probably going to be a great thing to do. Maybe this is the week Marvin Harrison pops off. Hopefully it does for my sake in Dynasty. I think I'm benching him this week, though. I don't know if I can play him. Um, yeah, yeah. No, Bryce is going to win this one this week, I think. Unfortunately, Isaac and Jody. Both of these teams. Let's see here. Isaac's needing another quarterback, I think. I think he's needing another quarterback. So I don't know if there's anyone out there for him to get, but he's gonna need another one. If he gets another quarterback, I think he's got a chance to win. Hollywood Brown revenge game against the Ravens, so maybe they'll feed him a bunch. Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I honestly think Isaac has a chance to win this week. I think Isaac's gonna win. Just looking at matchups, I'll call an upset there. Isaac gets his first win this week against Jody. You heard it here first. All right, and then we got Brent and Seegers. Oh, this is almost dead even on the projections. Okay, we got Brent 0-3 and Seegers 2-1. He did lose CD Lamb, which helps out, but he's playing Green Bay defense against Dallas this week, which would be, I think, phenomenal. So we'll see. Um, let's take a look here. Anything else we want to look at? He's got Scatterbo, which I think will be great this week as well. Goff, Gibbs. Yeah, I mean, those are solid. I really don't know, Brent, if you can play Judy. To be honest with you, you may want to try to trade. And you also got Chase. I'm not sure if you can play him this week, but on your bench, I mean, you don't have really many other options. Diggs has not done good this year. I don't expect him to do good at any point. I don't think. If he's do good though against Carolina, would be kind of the first team to do good. You got Daniels and Goff, and I know that I know Isaac needs a quarterback, so you could trade one of them and maybe get some pieces. Yeah. I don't know. And maybe try to put a trade together there. But yeah, I think this is a close one. Anyone could win this one, but I'm gonna side with Seegers just because you do have Judy and Pitts and Ridley and Brown in, and I think all four of them are very low ceiling plays. So yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna say Seegers. And the last one, Pirtle against Drew. Both teams are 2-1. Looking at the matchups here. Oh, I got a hiccup. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, any week Drew can win just because he has McCaffrey and Neighbors and McBride. So, I mean, he's got the chance to get 100 points just between them three any given week. So, and he's got A.J. Brown. I don't think he played Dylan Sampson. I think that would be a mistake to play him. I would play Tootin or McMillan. Well, you had to play Tootin if you're using a running back. So, but yeah, I would not play Sampson. I don't believe, especially against the Detroit defense. If he subs Sampson out for Tootin, and I think J.K. Dobbins will have a big game this week. Devontae Adams should. Debo very well could as well. Taylor Henry. Both of them could also combine for 60 to 80, 100 points in a week. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say Drew on this one. Just looking at the matchups and things like that. So, sorry, Pirtle. I think Drew's going to get you this week. Alrighty. And then if I switch over here to our redraft, take a look and see what it says for our playoff calculator. Nice. All right, change that. Okay, it's good. All right, so very similar to the Dynasty league here, the top two, me and Bryce. Looks like we are projected to get the playoffs and have a good chance of winning the finals. And then Drew, our reigning champ last year from redraft, and then Kelly, and then Pirtle, and then Rance. So that's going to leave. I'm going to put Seegers in there too because he's at 57. So really, Jody, Brent, and Isaac are all kind of circling the drain. It looks like they still have a chance. They got, it says, less than 1%. So there's always a chance, but you always make trades too. Shake that up and see what could happen. I mean, so. But yeah, that is today's show here. Hopefully you found it enjoyable, and I think I'm gonna work on doing maybe a couple things to make it a little more exciting as well. Maybe put together some graphics and things, but for today I'm not doing that, and I may not do that until later on. But something I'm thinking about doing. See if I can make some music. I'm not sure. Do some intro music. I have to play around with some softwares to generate that with AI probably because I'm not musically talented. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great week. Good luck in your games, and yeah, have fun out there.